After the fight, you kind of left the door open for, the future. What are your thoughts right now after this fight?
Well, for the next, actually next week is my son's birthday, so I'm gonna enjoy that. I put 4 months into this training camp. I took it really seriously, and I've been fighting for 11 years. I'm only 33 years old, so I still see a bright future for me. I'm going to compete for another 3 to 4 more years, and I'm going to prove some people wrong. There's some people saying that I'm not focused on fighting anymore, and I want to do the movies and all that bull. But that stuff's going to be there in the future, of course. But I left it open because I know that I'm going to still compete. I'm still hungry. I still want to fight. Luita fought a good fight tonight. He ran when he needed to, and he closed the gap when he needed to, and I just exposed myself in bad situations because I was trying to chase him down and try to bring the fight like I do, man. I try to entertain.
And Dana, this is for you. What did you think about Tito? The crowd was going crazy for him. After the fight, they still seemed to be on his side, even though he lost.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I don't disagree. Yeah, people like Tito. I would agree with that.
I have a question for Dana and Tito too. Dana, do you plan on making Tito an offer to re-sign with UFC? And Tito, if Dana offered you more money than the competitors offered, would you sign with UFC?
Let me just. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Dana Tito questions. Let me just get it out there. The stuff between Tito and I is very real. This is no bullshit. We're not trying to put on a WWE show. It's very real.
That's why there's cops on each side, as you can see. So I don't cave his face.
And it's going to take Tito and I probably sitting down in a room and talking, and we haven't done that in a long time, and we'll see what happens.
Hey, Dana, did you tell Tito not to be here at the presser?
No.
So
I haven't talked to Tito. Tito and I haven't talked, and
No, he didn't say nothing to me. The people who work for him said.
said you okay?
Yeah, they're trying to guide me out the door, up the escalators, and saying, yeah, you go this way, that way. And thank God I have my security Joshua with me that goes, no, bro, it's right here. And then they're like,
no, Tito's welcome to come to the press conference as long as he's not holding his own press conference.
No, I wasn't.
The thing starts at when everybody gets here. I think that was the issue. Tito got the mic tonight. Tito's here. Tito's welcome to say whatever he wants to say.
Dana, do you want Tito in the UFC?
Yeah, I listen. Like I said, Tito and I probably need to sit down and talk, like a couple of adults, which we're not, we all know, and talk. And when we do that, we'll see what happens.
What's the likelihood of potentially rematching Vanderlei and Tito again, and would each one of you oppose that or down for it?
I think that, I think there's a lot of interesting matchups for Vanderlei and for Tito.
I think we got to get past the first little step of Dana saying he don't want no Tito business, and he was quoted on that. I know last time he said that as long as I'm president of the UFC, Tito Ortiz will never fight in the UFC, and we proved him wrong on that one. It just really comes down to, what makes us fighters happy. The respect value really comes down to it. But Vanderlei's an awesome fighter. I mean, he did an awesome job tonight. I congratulate him. I mean, he's a great fighter. The last time we fought, we had a great fight. And it was the light heavyweight champion after that match was over. But Vanderlei's a great fighter. He did a great job tonight, and I congratulate him 100%. And for the future, you never know what happens.
And respect is a two-way street.
Vanderlei, would you fight Tito? Would you fight Tito?
I don't know if he go to fight in UFC again. I am a UFC fighter.
Good set.
For Tito, do you think there's another organization that can put on a show of this magnitude with the fans and pay-per-view buys? I mean, there's all kinds of startup organizations, but do you think they can capture the magnitude of what happened tonight?
I don't know about the magnitude, it's just a factor. It's all about the fighters. It's not about the organization. You got to understand that. UFC has done a great job of promoting fighters, and what it really comes down to is the fighters are the ones who get in the octagon and fighting. The stars are the ones who are making the shows. And what happens when the stars go elsewhere? Couture, Tito Ortiz rematch. Tell me what guys wouldn't want to see that. It just really comes down to the fighters, man. That's what I've always stood up and tried to explain and try to fight for. People got to understand that, man. We're giving our lives on the lines when we step in the octagon. So it's not about the company, you know. It's not about the brand. It's about the people who step in the octagon and entertain you guys and the fans who love to watch us fight.
What do you feel is a fair compensation for you going forward if you were to stay in UFC? What type of compensation would you be looking for?
A fair cut?
Yeah. What do you consider a fair cut?
I'd have to give that to my attorneys, you know. It just really comes down to, you know, the stuff that I've put in the last 11 years, you know. It really comes down to what a fair cut is. I don't know. It really comes down to my attorneys, I say. I can't be a person to sit there and go, I want this, I want that, and I want this, because there's so many other things that I could think that I'm worth. But then all of a sudden I get shit talked by the president, and I get shit talked by other fighters saying, oh, he's trying to be greedy, and he's a stupid man, and he's a moron. And so, I mean, it really comes down to, you know, it's just a satisfaction of respect, a satisfaction of knowing that when I get in the octagon, I have nothing to worry about for my future. I don't want to be 45 years old competing in the UFC, you know. I don't want to be doing a 20-year span of, you know, murder myself trying to make $1 million.
And a lot of these other guys do. That's not the way they look at it.
Yeah, they look at it just slaves for you, man. That's what it comes down to. That's what they care.
That's what all these guys feel like, slaves.
No,
these guys are competitors who come in here and want to prove that they're the best. Some of them fight
because you're going to make them a
3-4 times
superstar.
a year.
Because you're going to make them a superstar.
Because this is what they want to be.
That's your quote words.
No,
I'm going to make you a superstar.
No, you're the one that wants to be a superstar. These guys want to be fighters. That's the difference.
Okay. Oh no, you want to be a superstar? I forgot. Are you hosting a party tonight, Dana?
I am. You coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Tito, at any point did you get frustrated during the fight, and if so, why?
Yeah, I got frustrated in the second round. You know, Machida's game is to strike and move, strike and move, and strike and move. I mean, my game is to get in your face and fight. Machida fought a great fight. I got frustrated in the second round, and I started extending myself. You know, I remember 2 shots that he got me with. One in the second round, and then he cut my eyebrow. And then the knee when he caught me in the third round. And once again, it was just me extending myself. Machida's a great fighter. You know, I got to give him respect. He came in and he fought a good game. He got out of my triangle, which I was like, God damn, I had that thing so tight. But, you know, I'm not known as a submission guy. And I do got submission skills. And, you know, he fought a great fight. You know, I guess Dana could have his good dreams tonight knowing that I lost. His dream set.
Hey Dana, sorry to keep harping on the Dana-Tito feud, but you know one of the great stories about mixed martial arts is that at the end of the bout, you guys show a lot of respect to one another. Mm-hmm. You know, BJ and Sean tonight, and we've seen you know Matt Serra, George St. Pierre. It doesn't seem like there's any parity here. I mean, when are you guys going to make it up?
Me and Tito have we need some serious fucking counseling, okay? We need some counseling, and I think that. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I told you. We need to act like grown-ups here at some point and sit down and talk to each other, you know? And it's hard for both of us. I'll admit it's very hard for both of us.
This question's for Dana and Tito, actually. You all have mentioned a couple times that you all may need to talk things out. But have either of you ever given any other thought to maybe going a few rounds in the ring being a better way to settle that than talking it out?
We all know what happened last time that tried to happen.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now because of it.
It's true. You guys are some shit starters in here, man.
Yeah, right.